Hi guys, it's me, Jo Labbé. Somehow we got the technology to work thanks to Neshi. Woohoo! We're celebrating over here. I am coming to you live from the Hamptons in New York or Long Island. So my layout is a little different because you know how we do this as we travel. We are in a beachy hotel room. So tonight, it's all about you and your soul and connecting to your spiritual team, guiding you into your healing and doing your own healing work. I am just a channel that helps you connect. So those of you who know me, the clearing started about, I don't know, as soon as I connected to Neshi, probably about 5-10 minutes ago. The clearing has already started. So you guys must be bringing some big intentions to the table. So you're going to see me checking my phone every so often. It's the only way that I can see some of your comments, except when Neshi shows them to me. So hi, Rob. I'm always glad to see. What'd you know, Polly Joe? I'm glad. I will pull for you and for Julie. Enjoy the lodge tonight. And I see that Margaret and Jill, I think, are both here. Hi, Jill. You know, we date ourselves when we say psyched. I'm so psyched. My kids wouldn't even know what that means. But I do, and I know you and I are of a similar generation. Woohoo! Yes, it is time. I'm so excited. And, you know, the energy has been perfect here for clearing and releasing today. The sun tried to escape a few times, gave us a little sunshine, and the clouds keep coming in, and that's not a bad thing. I always see cloud cover as you know, a shielding so that we can kind of get to work. And if you ever attend one of the big healing days, like when we have the school, my students will tell you that the clouds roll in every time we're healing. We might have rain, we might have snow, and as soon as we're ready to leave, it totally clears up. It's almost like we get this cloak to do our healing work in and underneath. So, so anyways, so make sure that for those of you who know the drill, make sure that you like and share this post so we can reach more people. And after the meditation, we'll be doing a card draw. And I will be pulling cards and giving messages for anyone who wants that. I've had a couple requests ahead of time already. So I'm going to make sure that I hit those. And for those of you who love cards and are interested in them, today's deck, again, same as last week, is the Art of Love Tarot deck. And that is Denise Jarvie, and the artwork is Tony Carmen Salerno. I have a thing for Tony's artwork. I love a lot of the depictions. So those of you who know about the tarot deck, these are slightly different. It doesn't have the traditional suits. And because of that, even though they correspond to certain things, they read a little bit differently. So I'm a little hesitant to say this suit is, you know, like this is pentacles, or this is swords, or this is wands, because they actually read a little bit differently in this deck. And that's all based on the intention of the author and the artist. They change the vibration of the reading. So we will be reading from that deck today. Hello, Jessica. Glad to see you're with us too. Hi, Margaret. Seeing if I missed anybody else. And like I said, you'll have to, you know, oh, good for you and for Chris. Good. So yeah, I'll be looking at my phone periodically as we're doing this, and I'm going to be clearing because it's been happening. So for those of you, I know Jill posed a question. that she says, if I am lying down, do I have to be perfectly in bilateral symmetry? No, you don't. You know, you're welcome to lie on one side or the other. You can have one knee or one leg in front. It doesn't really matter. Just do your best not to cross your legs. You know how like we love to cross at our ankles when we're laying down? Don't do that if you can help it, unless you want energy ricocheting around your body and through your brain like a pinball machine, then you could try it. But I don't recommend it. So just try to make sure that if you're laying on your side, you're not really crossed. Even though the legs are on top of each other, they're not crossed. And I think you guys understand what I mean by that.
Yeah.
But you're always welcome to lay on your side. And if you're having any hip trouble, you can also put like a pillow between your knees. And that won't interfere at all either. When I do any women who are pregnant, we actually do the healings on their side rather than doing it on the back, because that supports the baby's energy, and it also helps them keep their circuit open, because the hips are under a lot of stress when you're carrying a little one. So
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get close to started. So let's, oh, and I just want to warn you, if you hear any door opening or closing, it's my mom coming back. She's hanging out with her girlfriends, you know. So I don't know what her curfew time is. So let's get comfortable. Let's set some sacred space. Now she's got the candle going for us to connect to, keep the technology open.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of seagull energy working around us out here.
Yeah.
So you're going to begin by calling in the divine energy, however you perceive that.
Yeah.
And with the divine energy, you're going to call in God or Goddess.
Yeah.
And you're going to call in your version of the divine and creator, however you perceive that.
Yeah.
And we're going to ask the divine energy to surround and protect us in a bubble of infinite love and infinite light.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you need to, you can also create another bubble around the room you're in or the space that you're in. If you need a little extra safety, a little extra security,
Yeah.
just ask the divine for another bubble of infinite love and infinite light, just to give you a little extra barrier, a little space to be comfortable in allowing the healing to happen for you and through you.
Yeah.
Now I invite you to call in your spiritual team, your whole spiritual team. Don't leave anyone out. Invite in your guides and your ancestors, your angels, your animal totems, any star beings or other divine beings, ascended masters that you work with.
Yeah.
And call them in to guide and assist you through your healing,
Yeah.
giving you guidance and direction and intention for the work you're going to do this evening.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we ask that the healing energy be for the good of all and harm to none, including ourselves.
Yeah.
And if we are asking for healing of another as well as for ourselves, being mindful of the healing is for their highest good, not necessarily what we want the outcome to be,
Yeah.
but what is best for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now begin to feel the divine energy above your head as it comes and connects with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Allow it to begin to clear away any of the thoughts, ideas, beliefs, or patterns
Yeah.
that may be spinning around in your head.
Yeah.
Any energy that may be distracting you. Anything pulling you energetically into the past, worrying about what was.
Yeah.
And anything that may be pulling you into the future, worrying about what is or what could be.
Yeah.
And just calling all of your energy home, all of the distracted pieces back within your energy body.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And really asking for clarity in your intuition, in your perception, in how you see things and how others see you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And really opening all the channels of connection that you have with your spiritual team and with the divine, allowing yourself space to grow
Yeah.
and expand in your awareness.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And opening the channels connecting to your ears. For the ears allow us to hear the wisdom of the ancients as well as our spiritual team.
Yeah. Yeah.
It allows us to hear clearly not only the words spoken,
Yeah.
but the intention
Yeah.
behind the words and the body language.
Yeah.
And in this expansion, we allow ourselves to be heard fully, clearly,
Yeah.
releasing any miscommunication
Yeah.
that we may run into.
Yeah. Yeah.
Releasing the energy at the jaw and allowing it to relax.
Yeah.
Letting go of control in your life and control over
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
And simply allow yourself a moment to just be. Be you, be within your
Yeah.
own vibration, not tapped in or distracted by anyone else. And this is just a moment for you and your soul.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And allowing the energy of your throat to clear,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
allowing you the ability to speak freely so that you may express your authentic self, the true you who is lying beneath the surface
Yeah.
of all the other yous that people have created for you.
Yeah.
Really releasing the stress and the tension in the back of the neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
And opening all the ways that you are meant to express yourself in your own unique fashion.
Yeah.
Through your words, through your movements, through your singing, through your style.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just really expanding and opening.
Yeah.
Releasing all the words that you've held onto in anger, in frustration.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether they are ones that you did not say or ones that were said to you that you took personally.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And releasing the energy off the tops of your shoulders, all of the responsibility, all the burdens that you carry for yourself and for others.
Yeah.
Knowing that you can pick the responsibilities up when we are done, but in this moment, you are just here for you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And it is not selfish for you to take time for your own self-care. Really allow that to center in your being. Self-care allows you to care more deeply and more fully.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And allowing the energy to move down into your lungs, clearing all the times that you've held your breath.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or not allowed yourself to breathe deeply and fully in each moment, relaxed and at ease.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And then tapping into the heart energy and allowing any grief or disappointment, sadness,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
even shame, allowing that energy to release. You no longer need to hold it, carry it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Releasing the energy in between your shoulders, in the back of your heart. Feeling that in this moment you are fully loved and supported by your soul and by the divine and your spiritual team.
Yeah.
As well as all of the healers who are connected through this broadcast whenever you may choose to watch it
Yeah.
or connect to it. And sending healing and connection to your inner child in the upper right chamber of your heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Releasing them from the burdens and the woundings of childhood, giving them space to be free and joyful, full of wonderment
Yeah.
and play. Beautiful, unrestrained play.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And moving into the lower right chamber of the heart and clearing your connection with your inner adult, the one who is responsible for all the doing
Yeah.
and can carry much of your stress and burdens as well.
Yeah.
Giving them a moment of peace and relaxation.
Yeah.
And they can simply be in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And moving into the lower left chamber and opening the communication and clearing the way for your inner warrior. And allowing your inner warrior to relax.
Yeah.
And come to a moment of peace. There's no need in this moment to be vigilant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Giving you a moment to replenish your inner strength.
Yeah.
To take on the challenges that you are meant to in your life for your purpose.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
And moving into the upper left chamber of the heart and opening the communication and the energy between you and your sage and your wise one. That part of your soul that carries all of your records of all of your lifetimes, and granting you the ability to access all of the knowledge of all of the ages that you carry within you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And then allowing the energy to move down into the belly, into the solar plexus, into the third chakra, right below your rib cage.
Yeah.
And allowing the energy to clear of any fear that you may be holding on to, whether that fear shows up as anxiety or stress or worry.
Yeah.
frustration, judgments, resentment.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Even any energy of envy that you may be holding on to.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Releasing all of your self-doubt.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And any energy that is squeezing you into a smaller version of yourself.
Yeah. 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 Oh.
Releasing any cords of connection with others who may be draining you of your energy or of your power.
Yeah.
And with the release, sending unconditional love back to anyone who may have done that knowingly or unknowingly.
Yeah.
And releasing any cords that you may have connected to others, draining their energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And filling those spaces with love and light and healing. We're all connected, all attachments.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And moving into the lower belly, right below the navel, into the second chakra, and really releasing any energy that is impeding your relationships with yourself, with others, with food, with money,
Yeah.
with alcohol, with drugs.
Yeah.
Any energy around addictions.
Yeah.
Yours or with people that you may live with or interact with or are within your family unit.
Yeah.
Bringing the water element within you back into balance, into ebb and flow, give and take.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And giving you space to feel all of your feelings fully. So your feelings are simply your radar, your indicators of your environment and how it is impacting you. There is no good or bad feelings, they simply are.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And moving down into the first chakra near your tailbone, really releasing any energy around safety or security, your finances,
Yeah.
your family,
Yeah.
any energy that may be causing you to feel out of balance or unsteady.
Yeah.
Really opening the whole pelvic floor to hold more flow and more connection in all aspects of your physical and spiritual life.
Ja. 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 Ja.
There we go. And then allowing the energy to move down your legs evenly, bringing the masculine and feminine energy within you into balance, the spiritual and the physical.
Ja. 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 Ja.
Whew. So moving past your knees and creating more flexibility in how you handle life's dips and turns.
Ja.
And moving past your shins and your ankles into your feet. And allowing the energy to connect through your feet or through your tailbone, like a giant cord going through the floor and the foundation into the earth, or through your feet like giant roots spreading and growing as it goes deeper and deeper. And allowing all of your energy, cords and roots to go all the way through all the layers of the earth, past rocks and crystals and stones and ancient dinosaur bones and civilizations long gone. And allow them to move all the way to the center of the earth, to the heartbeat of the Earth Mother herself.
Ja.
And allow your cord or your roots to connect or wrap around that molten lava center. As we ask the Earth Mother to cleanse and compost all the energy we are releasing today, so that it may be turned into beautiful new food and water and air for us and all of the creatures here on the earth plane.
Ja. Ja.
And then we ask for that earth energy, the divine feminine energy, to fill in all of the places where we have released energy. So pulling it up through the roots, through our cord, like we're sucking up a giant straw. Bringing up the golden honey energy, or you might even experience it as thick cleansing mud. And allow it to come up through your feet and begin to fill in all of those spaces.
Ja.
Filling in your ankles, your shins,
Ja.
filling in your knees and your legs, your hips,
Ja. Ja.
allowing it to go up your spine, filling in your pelvic floor. Really allow it to pool in the pelvic floor and fill it like a giant bowl. And bringing the energy up through your belly.
Yeah.
Filling in your self-esteem and your self-confidence and your self-worth.
Yeah. Yeah.
And filling in your lungs and your heart. And as you fill in your heart, allowing your heart to stretch and grow just a little bit larger so it can hold even more love. Love for yourself, love for others.
Yeah.
Love for the Creator
Yeah.
or the Divine, however you perceive that.
Yeah.
And allow that energy to pour out of your heart and down your arms and into your hands. Allowing you to have healing in everything you touch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reminding you to heal with everything you touch.
Yeah.
And filling in your throat and your neck. Those places in your shoulders.
Yeah.
And up through your jaw, your ears, your sinuses, your third eye, up to the top of the head. And imagine it just pouring out of the top of your head like a giant fountain or a waterfall. And as the energy pours over you, it begins to fill and repair all the layers of your aura, strengthening your personal bubble, your immune system,
Yeah.
your resilience,
Yeah.
and allow it to repair any tears or holes that you may have. Being mindful that your aura goes completely around you, above you, below you, in front of you, behind you, and on either side of you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
We ask that it clear the physical layer, the emotional layer, the mental thinking layer, spiritual, even out through karma and our past lives.
Yeah.
Now take a moment to send any extra energy that you do not need back down to Mother Earth to help her heal.
Yeah.
Giving her gratitude for all that she does to lovingly hold us here.
Yeah.
And asking our spiritual team and the divine to send healing to all those who pray for it. Knowing that the healing is for the good of all and harm to none, and for their highest best.
Ja.
Now gently bring yourself back to your physical body, to your bones and the muscles. Feel yourself in your chair or laying on the bed or sitting on the floor. Really begin to bring your awareness back to this moment. Woohoo! All right. That was yummy. Kind of loud, guys. All right, so if you would like a message, because I'll start pulling cards, then just please type in yes, please, and we will take care of that. I'm going to start with Mary Elizabeth because she messaged me privately earlier in the day because she won't be with us except in the archives. So Mary, this is your card, dear. This is the Six of Trees. So the Six of Trees is all about receiving. And so this energy is about you're really good at giving, but maybe you're not so good at receiving. So, a tree will give us shade, will give us shelter, will give us protection. But the only way the tree can stand tall is if it receives sunlight and if it receives nutrients, water, from the earth. Otherwise, the tree has nothing to stand on, right? So it's wonderful that you give a lot of your time and your energy to other people, but this is a time for you to allow yourself a chance to receive. So when somebody offers help, instead of saying, no, I got this, take a couple breaths and check in to see if maybe there is some way you can allow them to help. And this is a difficult one for a lot of us, because we're just so used to doing it our own way that we sometimes turn down help because it might not happen the right way. But this is a time to fill yourself up. So in doing that, allow yourself to receive. I'm also getting a message that would be great for you to go get a massage and just let somebody else take care of you for a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So I know Rob and Julie, I think, were next, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm going to check. Yes. So Rob, this card is for you first. This is the Five of Stars. And the Five of Stars, the 5 in the tarot deck is the middle number. So it's always caught in between the extremes of being really good or really bad. It's like right in the center. So for the Five of Stars, this card is all about diversity. So in the diversity, it's like we get used to doing things the same way all the time. And we don't look for a new way to try things. So it's time to kind of stretch your normal strategies and try something new. So if you always, I'm trying to think of an example. If you always go to lunch at the same place, after a while, yes, you're feeding yourself, but you're not feeding your spirit because it's bored and it is caught in that energy of discontent because it's doing the same thing over and over. So this is like you're constantly doing the same thing over and over. So it's time to switch up your routine. Yes, maybe you have certain tasks that have to happen every day, but do they have to happen in the exact same order? Could you do them in a different order and see if that created new energy for you? So this is also the energy that you can be getting into a rut. So it's time to spice things up, sir. And you've got some friends out there who could help you do that. So try doing a few different things today. Start doing it each day. Try to do one new thing every day. And, you know, that way you can have new experiences, and from there have new growth in your spirit. Because that's kind of what's happening, is your soul's itching to grow, but you're doing the same thing over and over. So try something new. All right. And Julie, your card is the 10 of Angels. And this card is all about surrender. So in the normal tarot deck, you know, you're laying face down with 10 swords in your back. Yeah. So you can see that as being completely done with a situation, and it's time for a new day. And that's very similar to this. This is a time where you've been doing things the same way. It's kind of like Rob's card. You've been doing things the same way for a long time. And your angels and your guides and your spiritual team have been trying to get you to stretch and grow into something new. And so the cosmic 2x4, you know, you've already had a couple whacks with it. This is time for you to surrender and allow them to guide you in a new way. You get a little stubborn and you dig your heels in and you want to do it the same way. And they've been gentle with you so far. And I know that sounds crazy considering what you've been through, but this is what I'm hearing. We've been gentle with you. So I suggest, if you don't want a bigger cosmic 2x4, which is probably more like what, a 6x8, I would try surrendering to your spiritual team and allowing them to guide you in a new direction, sweetheart. Having faced a couple of those cosmic 2x4s myself, yeah, I strongly suggest surrender. Let's see. Who's next? Margaret, I believe. Margaret Schooner. So, yay. So, Margaret, your card is the Awakening. This is one of the soul cards. This one is often the Judgment card. But people get confused because they think judgment is you're getting judged for your life, right? And what you've been up to and how you've been doing it. This deck is really different, and I like that because this is more the true essence of the card, which is this is a time when your soul is awakening. You're awakening to a new version of you. This is a time when you're coming out of the cocoon and becoming the butterfly. This is all about stepping into a new transformed version of yourself. So this is a card that's not just for this week. This is a card for this season of your healing, this chapter, this segment of your soul lesson. So, you know, we have a bunch of soul lessons to learn, and each time we have a lesson, we go through the cycle of the tarot. We start out as a novice, the fool, and then we work our way through. So you are at the end of this soul lesson, but it brings about joy and happiness and this stronger spiritual connection. This is also a time when your third eye is expanding its intuitive abilities. So really pay attention to the messages and things that you're receiving because you've been getting a lot of them. And they're all important right now because you are right on the cusp of finishing this particular lesson. Yay! So go for it. All right. So the next one I have is Jessica Gonzalez. And Jessica, I have a card for you and Chris. So yours is first. Yours is the Wheel. And this again is different than in the traditional deck. It is similar in terms of it's like the Wheel of Fortune. But instead of you're taking a shot and you're spinning the wheel and waiting for whatever spirit is going to bring up for you. The wheel in this deck this is a time where you're breaking through. You've been in all the resistance. You've been in that fighting mode and in that place of not changing and really struggling because you know you need to change, but you haven't been allowing, and you're about to go through this like breakthrough. And in the breakthrough, you start to have real growth and real change and real ability to transform and transmute the old energy into something new. So rather than it being a random shot of fortune, this is all about intention. So really focusing because you're about to break through. So rather than emerging from the cocoon, this is a little rougher go for you. I think of it more as, oh my gosh, this is going to date myself. Back in the day, the players used to run for the game. They would run through the paper and they would break the paper and they'd all come through and get all fired up and be attacking the game. That's it. That's that running through and that excitement of like breaking through and you're going to get started on something new. That's what this energy is.
Yeah.
Very cool. And that's also a soul card. So that's not something that's just for this week. That's what's going on for a little while right now. So for Chris, it is the Three of Trees. And the Three of Trees is, in this deck, it's the dedication card. So in a traditional tarot deck, this would be about you building your spiritual temple, like really creating a foundation for your spiritual self. In this deck, this is a time when you start to focus on you. And it is about you dedicating time to your spiritual growth. So it's similar in that fashion. And it's a time when you learn to say yes and learn to say no. So take a couple deep breaths whenever you say yes to when somebody asks you to do something, to make sure you really mean it. And the same thing when you say no. Because when we learn to use our voice in a more truthful way, because when we say yes and no and we don't mean it, we're actually lying. So you really want to start to focus on the truth behind your words and coming more into alignment with your soul, because that will help you with your growth and with what you are about to go through. I guess you got something coming up. Feels like you're an apprentice in something. So there you go. All right, let's see. Who do I have next? Liz, I believe. So Liz, your card is the Eight of Angels. So the Eight of Angels is confusion. And confusion is, this is a time when you have a lot of partial information. So you're trying to make a decision, but you don't have all of the knowledge yet. This is a time when you really want to tap into your intuition, to your higher self. It also sounds like you might be being presented with half-truths from people around you. I don't know if it's family or if it's work-related or friends, but it's like you're not getting all the information and you're trying to make decisions based on half-truths. So listen to your intuition, really tap in so that you can tell whether or not, you are getting the whole truth in front of you. So it's kind of like I see like I'm seeing visions of like half words and half ideas. So that would cause a lot of confusion because nothing will feel quite right. So trust your gut when it doesn't feel quite right and know that you don't have all the information that you need. All right? Okay, so Mary Ellen, yours is the Two of Angels. I love this card. So pretty. The Two of Angels is, it's all about balance. Things may feel like they're kind of up in the air, like you're juggling. But in reality, it's just that yin-yang energy of what comes up must come down. And so even though it may feel like things are out of whack, they're actually really in sync. So the coming and the going and the up and the down and the in and the out, that may feel a little hectic or difficult, but you're actually in a place where you're in balance. And in this deck in particular, your balance is in your heart. So whenever you feel wobbly, check into your heart. What is your heart telling you? Because your heart is in balance throughout all of this juggling energy. It's almost like the juggling is happening around you and not within you. So just really check into your heart and know that that's where all of your information lies, and that's completely in sync and completely in balance. Okay? All right, Christina McGlue. Your card is the Page of Innocence. And, oh, isn't that funny? I said it that way. It's the Page of Hearts. And yes, it's all about innocence. So the Page of Hearts is the, in the feminine energy, she's beginning her journey, her love journey in this particular deck. And so this is a time when she's like new love, you know, that sweet, innocent, you haven't noticed the flaws, you know, you don't know that they snore yet or, you know, leave their socks on the floor. You're kind of in that puppy love energy, right? And so in the puppy love energy, you know, you have this innocence. And so, and that doesn't have to be in a relationship with somebody else. You can be in love with the universe in that way. You can be in love with yourself that way, where it's like you're exploring a new love. And so you're in this, you know, kind of naive energy, but not in a bad way, but in a, you know, you just haven't learned yet. So let yourself have this time of wonderment and connection. And I'm hearing for you, don't overanalyze it. Just be in it. Don't think about it. This is all about feeling your way through, not thinking your way through. And I know how well that sits with you, sweetheart. All right. Oh, don't forget Jill. She might not be back. Okay, so I'm going to do a card for Jill because Margaret reminded me to do one for her. So Jill, your card is the Seven of Stars. And so the Seven of Stars is, gee, I think we just had this conversation recently. You just need to have faith. It's time for you to trust that the universe is going to provide for you, that the universe is there supporting you, that everything you're going through is for you to stop doubting and trust. Trust that everything is going the way it's meant to be going. The minute you spin in doubt and negative thought, you go back into the energy of fear and you release yourself from love. So all of this is a test for you to see how deeply you can hold your heart open. Ah! So stop the doubting, open your heart, and just allow yourself to have faith that this is exactly what's supposed to happen. And again, like Christina, don't think about it too much. Just allow yourself to be with it, okay? Deborah Clark Clemens. Hi, Deborah. Your card is another soul card. This one is the Empress. So the Empress in this card is really about accessing the divine mother energy within you. So it's not just the divine feminine, but it is very specific in this deck that it's the mother energy. So this is about you nurturing yourself, other people, other things, and doing so on a soul level. This, again, is not a card that's just for this week. This is a card for this segment of your life. So this is all about you are being tested in a way to really start finding that mothering energy within you and seeing different ways you can nurture yourself and others around you. And I keep hearing yourself first, yourself first, yourself first. So, you know, we all have an inner child. And often the inner child feels neglected because we don't have enough time to play or we don't pay enough attention to it. So mother your inner child first. And when you are the mother to your inner child, and you will create more joy and more love than you can imagine, right? It's like having a new baby. There's more love there than you ever thought possible. And you can access that simply by mothering your inner child. And when you're in that space, you just naturally begin to mother other people around you and become more mothering and nurturing in your general life. You kind of can't help it. You know, once you become a soccer mom, you become a soccer mom. You know, you're protecting the whole tribe. You just can't help it. It becomes part of you. And it's time for you to do that. So great. Karen Kierstead.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yours is the Two of Hearts. And this is a card that is, it's all about union. So this is a coming together. It's a relationship card. It does not have to be a romantic relationship, but this is a coming together, you know, when two people come together for the same cause, when two people come together with the same intention. This can be creating a business. This can be creating, yeah, I just keep hearing business. So this is like a coming together, but doing it in a place where you're both coming, you both love what you do and you're coming together. And so you're both bringing your joy and you're both bringing your love, you know, and this may be you teaching a workshop at a new place where you all of a sudden fall in sync with that particular center or something. And it really allows both of you to grow in that relationship. So it's lovely. It's a very nice and heart-opening energy that I'm feeling for you there. Is there anybody else, Neshi, that looks like you? Oh, she's raising her hand at me. All right, Neshi. Nice. 6 of Stars. Yay. This is the Success card. This is a time when you shine as brightly as all the stars around you. So you are having a time where you get to be the star. You get to not only support all the stars in the sky, but you get to be the star as well. And it's also a time where, all the hard work starts to pay off. Everything just becomes easier, lighter, brighter. Everything starts to fall into place. I know you've been through a huge upheaval and whatnot, but this is a time when it's like, okay, the upheaval is all over there. Yes! So yay, it's all over there. And now it's time for you to kind of reap the rewards of all of the work that you've done. And you get to kind of shine a little bit. And I know you guys can't see it, but now she's doing this little like happy dance on the side. So I'm going to imitate her. So yay. And did I miss anybody else? Oh, Renee said me. Sorry, Renee, didn't see you. Yours, Renee, is the star. Yay! 2 success cards together. The star is all about your soul. It's about you shining on a soul level. In this deck, though, there's a little bit more of hope. So this is not hope and in a wishing kind of way, but this is when you shine your light and you provide hope to people who are in the darkness. So as you are shining your light, other people get inspired and feel drawn to you and feel resonate with you, really, and really you get to be a beacon of light in their darkness. Woohoo! I love that. Nice. Just double checking. Oh, Mary says, my sister Lori. Yes. Did you see how she said analyzing there? Thank you, Polly Jo. I was writing it down when you said to stop analyzing. So, all right. So, Lori, your card is the 7 of Angels.
Yeah.
And the 7 of Angels is all about progress. So you've probably been feeling like you're in an uphill battle. And you've been through a lot of struggle recently. And it's almost like you're like trudging through muck. And you're dragging these weights behind you. And it's hard to feel like you got anywhere. And then all of a sudden you step on dry land and you can walk like really quickly. You're not in the muck anymore. So this is a time when things are going to all of a sudden take off for you, because you've been slowly, methodically trying to make your way through it. And as soon as you hit the dry land, off you're going to go. So the progress is quick and it's soon. And so just keep putting one foot in front of the other, because you're going to hit the dry land any second now if you haven't already hit it. And off you're going to go, and it's not going to be a struggle for quite a while. So just really keep stepping forward and know that it's right around the corner, right in front of you. All right, I think I got everybody. All right. So if you're watching this after the show and would like a card, all you have to do is type yes, please into the comments. And I will still do a card draw for you, and I'll type it in. And that is our show for tonight. Thank you to Neshi for making this happen, helping me get on here through the technology of everything that was going on. Being here on vacation, but still, wanting to be here and be in service. Thank you for helping me do my personal spiritual mission, which is to heal the healers. And please, if you feel like this is something that would help somebody else, like it, share it, put it out there, because the more people who do that, the more Facebook sees it in the algorithms and we show up in the feed. So we can be that little nagging reminder to somebody to check in with their soul and get some healing. And with that, you guys have a great night and a great rest of your week. And I will see you next week on Tuesday at Chakra Sessions at noon, or next week here at 7 p.m. for Soul Connections. Bye, guys.